Taking your calls, special guests, Allison Hammond, this is Caleigh's mom. Anthony Harrison, this is Caleigh's dad. To both of you, thank you for being with us. The tip line, 978-546-1212. Allison Hammond, first of all, you hold the key to a lot of questions. Tell us what happened that day.
I thought I'd take the kids to the beach. It was a really nice day. I took my parents' dog with us, so we're moving. And we walked the length of the beach. Kids were playing in the water, running behind, running in front, had seaweed. We got to the end of the whole beach, and the dog got over the bridge, over the creek, with the tennis ball. So when I got to the tennis ball, I threw it back, and I threw it terribly, and landed up over by the cottages. So I got the kids situated. They were playing in the sand by the rocks, and I could see them the whole way when I was walking over to the stairway. And I watched them as I held onto the railing before I started looking for the ball, and they were fine. And, just one of the times I looked back, and just Caleigh was just gone. There wasn't a sound. My daughter Lizzie, when I came back, I checked on them repeatedly, but that one last time, you just get that feeling something's not quite right. So I went over and I had to put my hands on the railing. I looked down and Lizzie had her arms outstretched, and Caleigh's gone. She didn't say anything more than that. After that, I ran down those stairs, went right into the water, because growing up on the beach, that's the first thing you do, go into that water. She was wearing bright pink that day. The water was crystal clear. If she had gone in, I feel like I would have seen her right away, but I just don't know. From there, I searched the beach. I walked out back with the cottages with Lizzie by my hand, and we just don't know.
Okay, question. Ms. Hammond, you stated that as you were walking along that, I'll just call it a boardwalk or a bridge, that you kept looking under the rail and looking at the girls, and they were okay.
Yeah.
All right. How long between the last time you saw Caleigh okay and the time you looked over again and she was gone? How much time had passed?
Moments. It didn't seem like that long, but I knew it was longer than the last time I had checked. It's just, it didn't feel like any time at all, but...
It's 60 yards, so if you're checking, it couldn't have been over 1 minute. To walk 60 yards wouldn't even take you a full minute, I don't think. So...
No.
Did you immediately look on the other side of the bridge, on the other side of the walkway, to see where she went?
I did. Yes, I did. When you're in the water from there, you have a pretty good peripheral of the beach side. So I could see down by on the other side of the boardwalk. I could see, had a clear view there.
How far could you see? How far could you see?
I don't know the exact distance. It does turn towards the parking lot, and you can't see around that corner. It does take a sharp turn. Do you know how many feet it is?
Probably a couple hundred yards, 150 yards.
So in the space of that moment, someone would have had to grab Caleigh and get about 150 yards?
Well, there could be a car there as well, which could have backed up.
Yep.
She could have been around the corner. Around the
got
corner
it.
of where
I got
she
it.
was
Now
looking.
I understand. I understand what you're saying now about that corner. I got it. So they wouldn't have had to go 150 yards with her. They'd have only had to go to a car parked along the beach. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yes.
Okay. I want to go to you, Anthony Harrison. What is your response to people arguing and suggesting that you've made up your other daughter's description of this guy?
It's ludicrous.
You don't have a dog in the fight. You weren't there. There's no reason that you would lie about it.
Exactly. And I wouldn't put my daughter under this kind of scrutiny either. This came from her. This came from her heart. And I believe her. And I don't care if nobody else believes her. I believe her.
Tell me
And,
again what she
you know,
said.
if
How did
this-
she describe the guy?
At first, it was the mean guy, and then she got into detail about black shorts. He was smoking a cigarette. He had facial hair.
Heavy set
And
man, brownish hair, kind of ball on top, hair on both sides. Now, I don't recall you giving me all those details the last time we spoke.
Well, I wasn't really ready to give you all those details, to be honest
Why?
with you.
Why? A man takes your daughter and you're not ready to give me the details? I don't understand that.
Well, we were hoping to get a little bit more information from Lizzie with a child psychologist before I even said anything about this.
What difference would it
And,
make? That would not affect getting the information from Lizzie. You putting out the description would not affect. She's not watching this show, so I hope she's not up at that time. But long story short, that would not have affected her speaking with a child psychologist. Why did you not give me those details the first time you spoke with me? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I wanted to get out that she saw a man, and that's, you know, what I told you. That's all I